Have you studied English today? Have you practiced English today? Have you been productive? I'm hoping the answer is no, because that is what you are about to do right now. 5 minutes is all I'm asking for. 5 minutes of British English listening practice. In today's episode, we are talking about the topic of swimming. I don't know what you guys think about when you hear the word swimming. Maybe it is a swimming pool with lots of kids splashing about, having fun. Splashing about. What is splash? So to splash can be a verb. A splash, like a noun. A splash is when you hit the water, the surface of the water, and some water flies into the air. Some water jumps into the air. That is a splash. So if you jump into a swimming pool, it will make a splash. So splashing about, that phrasal verb, it's the idea of having fun in a swimming pool. You're creating a lot of splash, having fun maybe with your friends or your family or whoever it is. That might be what you think about when you hear the word swimming. But for me, unfortunately, it is not as positive and happy. It is not all sunshine and rainbows for me. When I was younger, I swam 2 or 3 or 4 times per week, depending on the week. And this was swim training. This was not leisure. This was serious training, swimming up and down, up and down. Now, don't get me wrong, I did want to do this. I loved sport as a kid, and swimming was one of my main activities, I guess my main hobbies. So I have a strong background in swimming. And later in life, I started to surf. I did a sport called surf lifesaving, which is like lifeguarding, I guess, but as a sport. If you imagine lifeguards on the beach running into the water to save people, to rescue them, it is essentially that, but pretending. It's not real, but it's a sport, so everybody is doing it as fast as they can. Maybe swimming out around a course, maybe it's paddling on a board to go and collect somebody and return them to shore, something like that. So a sport, but for lifeguards, I guess. And both of those things, surfing and surf lifesaving, swimming is very, very important. So I have always swum in my life, really. I am a swimmer, I guess you could say. And not too long ago, last October, I think it was October the 11th, I swam across the biggest lake in England. That sounds impressive, but you have no idea how big the biggest lake is in England. It could be tiny. Well, I can tell you, it is 17.76 kilometers, at least according to the watch that I was wearing during the swim. And I did this as a personal challenge. Recently, I have become more interested in endurance sports and doing endurance challenges. So this was a nice challenge for me. It took around 7.5 hours, I think, more or less, give or take. And it was October in the north of England. And if you know anything about the north of England, then you probably know that it is quite cold. It is colder in the north than it is in the south. So the water was about 11 degrees Celsius. So it was very cold. And you can get wetsuits that you wear that are specifically designed for swimming, but they're very expensive, especially the thick ones. that keep you nice and warm. So I didn't buy one of those. I used my thick wetsuit that I use for surfing all of the time. And that wasn't a very good idea because there was a lot of resistance. So my shoulders were in a lot of pain. But anyway, I did it. I'm very proud of my achievement. And that is what I think of when I hear the word swimming. I actually made a YouTube video on that day. So if you scroll back on my YouTube, you will see it. And yeah, that is the topic of swimming from my eyes, through my goggles. Goggles are the glasses, I guess glasses, that you wear on your face when you are swimming. So thank you guys for watching or listening, and make sure you follow along, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you in tomorrow's episode.